What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I just finished watching episode 3 of Secret Invasion. I know, I have a lot to catch up on. You guys know I've been fasting. This fast has been kicking my behind. I've been trying to get all of my videos out of the way, but by the time I am done, I am like totally exhausted, and I've had other things going on too. So I am playing catch up between today and tomorrow, but plus, you see, no makeup. It's just one of them days today. I'm not feeling very well. Yeah, it's really been kicking my behind. Today has definitely been one of the toughest during this fast. So, anyway, my reaction will be under my YouTube memberships. If you guys are new here and you do not know what they are, I've got memberships. I've got two level of memberships, which include just a few special perks for members only. Level 1 is for $2.99 and you get priority replies from me, which means that tons of people could be commenting under my video, but if you are a member, I will reply to you first. So you've got priority replies, special polls. I haven't started live streams, but live streams will be for members only as well. I will be doing some that will be for everyone, but they're just special ones that will be for members only. Level 2 is for $4.99 and you get everything that level 1 has, plus you get all of my reactions to all of the shows that I watch, all the movies I will watch, and all of my uncut Try Not to Laughs, which I have a few of over there. So make sure you go over there and check that out. If you are not a member, become a member today. I also shout you out during my live stream gaming. So there's a couple of different things that you can do on there, and every time you guys level up as a member, be it a couple of weeks or every month, I shout you guys out when I see it. So it's just a fun few little things for members only, so go over there and check that out. Now, in this episode, in the last episode, I was kind of dumbfounded because I'm just like, when did Nick Fury have a life? You know what I mean? So in this episode, we get a little deeper with him and his lady. And you know, it's almost like they're trying to figure out who they are at this point, because he's been gone so long and he seems to be a little bit she seems a little sketchy to him. I mean, he's been gone all this time. He doesn't know what she's been doing or who's been around her or what she's been, you know, doing while he's not there. And so, you know, her thing is she was grieving him at first, you know, and he ended up coming back after the blip. And, you know, after that, they're having this conversation and she tells him, like, you know, like, who did you become while I was gone? And she's like, I became a widow. And so she just started to kind of rip into him basically and was just like, you know, you were gone, I was grieving you, and just when I almost got over my grieving, you come back, but then you leave again voluntarily. Because he said something to her about him leaving, and she's like, my problem was never with you leaving, if it's you staying away. And I get it. And so, you know, she says to him, and at this point, the person I became was me, because he left voluntarily, and then, you know, she had no idea when he was going to come back. So she decided to just do her and find herself. And now it seems as though she gets a phone call from someone. We don't know who. Well, I don't know who. And it's almost like she's talking in code, so Nick doesn't get who she's talking to or what she's talking about. So she responds back by something along the lines of she doesn't have that information at the moment, and then she hangs up the phone. So he's just like, is that important? And she's like, no. So they go on now, him and Talos go on to try to find Bob. Now Bob is the one who is ordering this missile strike, and I forgot what a little bit of the conversation they were having, but they have to go and stop this. Now, before that, Nick Fury, we also saw that he got fired, right? So he comes back and he tells his wife that he's retired. Meanwhile, he goes and looks for Talos, and Talos is basically just like, just say what you need and let me, like, before we do anything else. So he's got to tell him, like, I need you and I can't do it without you. And I thought that he was just going to walk away. Like, he was just going to, I'm not going to say that. But then he got up to walk away and he came back and told him, look, I can't do this without you. I need your help. So now they're going off to try to call off this missile strike. In the meantime, Telos is going to have a conversation with what's his face, the bad guy. I keep forgetting his name. The leader of the Skrulls now, or whatever, the general, whatever the council made him at this point. I think it was the general. One point we see him walking into this room where he sees, like, I don't know, this contraption of sorts, and some of the council members, are the ones who agreed to stay, came in, and he basically told them, like, not only are we going to be able to change, but our powers change too. So it's almost like super Skrulls. And it's kind of funny because I keep thinking back at, if you guys saw The Boys, they're like, I forgot, it's a super something, because they have the super serum, right? So now he kind of wants to have their powers switch up too, which could be dangerous. Could be very dangerous. So anyway, Talos goes and has a conversation with him, and like we saw in one of the trailers, Talos gets upset when he starts talking about Gaia, and he gets up to go at him, and then everybody behind him turns into him. And I was just like, whoa. It looks like they're just in a restaurant filled with all these different kind of people. So they're going back and forth, and he brings up his daughter's name again, and he ends up stabbing him in the hand. I'm like, good. But now it could have been something really bad for Gaia. So they're off to go see Bob. They sneak in, and in the meantime, Telos has Gaia on the lookout, and she's supposed to find this code. I think she had typed something in her phone to her father, Talos, and it was in regards to that missile strike. And so now he ends up calling her. He needs the code to stop it, to abort it. So she does it, and then he tells her to run afterwards. So she hangs up the phone, and in the midst of all of that, he goes, calls off the strike. So then she's trying to figure out how to get out of there. So she's quietly leaving, and then once everything is quiet, she gets on her bike and goes. So then, of course, she gets stopped, because I'm just like, she's not going to get out of there that easily. And it's the bad guy. It's what's his face that I keep forgetting. I can't stand him. I can't stand the way he looks at her either. So he ends up stopping her, and he asks her to turn around, and she's like, no, you're going to have to face me. Are you a leader? Or, and before she can even finish her sentence, he shoots her. Now, we don't see whether she's dead or alive, but I'm assuming she's dead. I'm going to have to check out the next few episodes to find out for sure. At this point, Talos doesn't know that. She was trying to get away. Also, Nick Fury at one point calls Sonya, which is I think she's kind of funny sometimes, but she comes in and she's also trying to figure out what's what, but he ended up planting a lens in one of her owls, if you guys remember. So she found it, but she's got other things going on, so he asks her for help, and she can't help him. That was just real fast. So anyway, Gaia gets shot. He goes away, goes off. So back to Nick Fury's wife. She gets another call. So she ends up leaving the house, but before she does, she takes a pair of keys. And then she ends up, what I'm assuming is a bank or some sort of place where she has a safety deposit box. And in that box, there's a gun. And so I don't know if she needs it for her protection, who called her, or where she's going. She's on a different phone. She asked to speak to somebody, but that other person is like, nah, you're talking to me. And that's where it kind of ends. So that's going to be really interesting. There's a lot of things going on now. For one, I don't know if Gaia is really dead, or I mean, he shot her in the chest, in the heart, and she turned back into a scroll. So there's that. There's Nick and Talos at Bob's house. There's also the guys in the submarine, um, who is there once the missile got, called off. But it almost looked like he took the key off the thing before he was even able to shut it down. So there's that. And then there's who was Nick's wife talking to. So there's a lot of questions here, a lot of answers that I need to find out. But we're going to have to figure that out in the next episode, I assume. But leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought of episode 3 of Secret Invasion. Again, I apologize for the late reactions and reviews for this. I've been trying really hard to try to fit this and try to feel okay during my my fast. It just hasn't been in me. But anyway, give me your comments down below, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know as well. And don't forget YouTube memberships. If you are not a member, go over there and check that out and sign up for memberships today. And as always, if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!